In this video, we will understand about some important topics related to environmental science. So, the first question is to say that environmental science is mission oriented means it is what? A highly organized endeavor or essentially an information gathering endeavor or oriented towards solving problems or designed to understand relationships. So, the basic environmental science aim is it is oriented towards solving what problems. Different kinds of environmental problems are there. So, the environmental science main intention is how to understand that problems and how to solve that problem. That is the main thing. Then next question is the main problem facing environmental science is to identify what, whether it is environmental problems occur, how the environmental problem occurs, or socially acceptable solutions to environmental problems, or practical solutions to environmental problems. So all these are main problem facing environmental science. Okay, all these are how environmental problems occurs, socially acceptable solutions to environmental problems, practical solutions to environmental problems. All these are the main problem facing environmental science. Okay, to identify these all problems are faced by environmental science. Then which one is considered the catalyst of modern awareness of the threat of toxic pollutions and the notion of environmental environmentalisms? So different scientists are there, and which one is considered the catalyst of modern awareness of the threat of toxic pollutions and the notion of environmentalisms? So the Rachel Carson is the scientist who is the person who is considered the catalyst, who is considered the catalyst. Okay, about which of the world's people currently lack access to how access to clean water, adequate diet, basic sanitations and other essential needs. So about 1 billion people, 1 billion peoples are having these all shortage, or they are lacking all these facilities: sanitations, food, clean water, adequate uh, diet, balanced diet, basic sanitations. All these things are not reached to 1 billion people in the world. Then sustainable development means what? It is improving people's life in the present in a way that can continue far into the futures. So sustainable development does not mean that providing ever increasing amounts of adequate housings. You cannot provide ever increasing amounts of house, then continued growth identity indefinitely, that is also not a sustainable development, because it prevents your future generations for their growth. Then utilizing an ever increasing quantity of natural resources, that is also no. You cannot utilize the natural resources uh, undefinitely, uncontrolled. That is not possible. So sustainable developments means improving people's lives in the present in a way that can continue far into the future. That is the main intentions. Then indigenous people are important in environmental considerations because their homelands contain natural habitats leads to least disturbed by humans. Their homelands are least disturbed. Suppose people, indigenous peoples are present, and that area is not disturbed much. Okay, that's why it is important for environmental considerations. Then their homelands contain a huge proportions of earth's biodiversity. A lot of diversity you can find in their area, their homeland. Their languages represent encoded knowledge of nature that is irreplaceable. So all of these are correct. All of these are correct because uh, indigenous peoples, they don't have much disturbance, and they don't like also different kinds of disturbance from the humans. Then their homelands contain a huge proportions of biodiversity. A lot of biodiversity, different kinds of species you can find in those area. Then their languages represent encoded knowledge of nature that is irreplaceable, that is not replaceable, because their language you cannot replace with any another language. Okay, so all these things are important. For whom? For environmental considerations. For whom? These indigenous peoples, those who are called Adivasi. Then the earliest documented recognitions that misuse the natural environment can have nasty consequences was Plato's writings 2500 years ago. These documents recognitions that misuse of the natural environment can have nasty consequences. This Plato writings 2500 years ago. Then the Human Development Index, used as a generator general indicator of human well-being, is based such as life expectancy. Important, this is life expectancy, literacy rate, how much literate people are, because more literate people will have more knowledge about the consequences of environmental problems. So life expectancy, literacy rate, and availability of clean water. So these have what? These are the human development index, used as a general indicator of human well-being, is based such as life expectancy, literacy rate, and availability of clean water. Then the position that the nature deserves to be protected in its own right is called biocentric preservations. The position that nature deserves to be protected in its own right is called biocentric preservations. Then Dex constitutes 4.5% of world's people, yet produces 50% of all toxic waste. So it is, this credit goes to the United States because they produce 50% of the total toxic wastage. They are just 4.5% of the world's people, but they produce 50% of the total toxic waste produced by whole world. So that is the difference. Okay, and it goes to United States of America. Then the text suggests there is not a strong connection between poverty and environmental degradations. This is a false statement because there is a good connection between the poverty and environmental degradations. More poverty leads to more degradations of environment. So this is a, there is a link between, you cannot say that there is no strong connection. There is a strong connections between the poverty and environmental degradations. Then most people, so this statement is false, then most people agree that global climate change is not a real environmental threat. This is also false because uh, people should agree that global climate change is a real environmental threat. If there is a huge change in environment, then it is a real threat for people, their livelihood, their everything is affected. So people agree that global climate change is not a real environmental threat, it's a false statement, it's a real environmental threat. Then 80% of the world's resources are consumed by about 20% of the world's peoples. This is a true statement, because most developed nations, they are just 20% and they are using the 80% of the world resources. They are 20%, but they are using 80% of the world's resources. This is true statements. Then loss of indigenous cultures is accompanied by loss of unique understanding of nature, is a true statement. Okay, because loss of indigenous culture is accompanied by loss of unique understanding of natures. This is true statement. Then an important reason for determining the size of a society's ecological footprint is to determine the sustainability of its lifestyles. It is also a true statement. Then there is widespread global interest in China's attempt to deal with environmental issues, because increasing economic activity has increased China's demands for goods and raw materials. Then pollution generated in China impacts other nations also, including the United States. China has the world's largest population. So all of these have correct statements. So there is a widespread global interest in China's attempt to deal with the environmental issues, because global leaders are focusing on China's attempt, because all these things are they have a largest populations, and China has greater impact, because China is producing a lot of toxic wastes which is impacting the neighbors also to the United States, and economic activity is also increased in China's. That leads to what? Demands of food, more resources will be utilized, more raw materials will be utilized, and then what it will be happen? The environmental degradations will happen, because the economic activity is increased. So of course these are all things which is i- attracting the global leaders to think on China's attempt. Then one of the earliest model of one of the earliest model for conservations in the United States was based on utilitarian conservations, of which nature was conserved not to protect biodiversity but to provide jobs and resources. So it is true statements. Some earlier people, what was the model? Model conservations of the United States was based on utilitarian conservations. For utilitarian conservations, for which nature was conserved not to protect biodiversity but to provide jobs and resources. Okay, then the first Nobel Prize of Environmental Actions was awarded in 2004 to Wangari Maathai. Nobel Prize of Environment, Wangari Maathai. Then there is concern over the continued ability to provide adequate food for our growing populations, because two-thirds of all agricultural lands show what? Sign of degradation. So there is a concern over the continued ability to provide adequate food, because the population is increasing and the land, agricultural land is reducing. So two-thirds of all agricultural land show signs of degradations. So there is a concern over the continued ability to provide adequate food for our growing populations, because the degradations of agricultural lands. Okay, because the food will be unavailable as there is no agricultural land. Okay, so two-thirds of all agricultural lands show signs of degradations. Then critics of sustainable development suggest that we are limited by what? Both non-renewable resources. We are limited. It's true that non-renewable resources it is limited. Like your petrol, diesel, coals, all these things are non-renewable resources, and one day it will be finished. So, sustainable development suggests that we are limited by some critics, some people who critics sustainable development suggest that we are limited by non-renewable resources and the capacity of the biosphere to absorb waste. See, our environment is having the capacity to absorb the waste, but it is a slow process. So, uh, how much waste we are producing, the speed of that observation is very low. So the capacity of the biosphere to absorb waste is also low. So both non-renewable resources and these two are correct sentence. Okay, thank you, thank you a lot. And if you like this video, you can give a like, or you can subscribe to my channel for more updates.